So I've been playing Mongil Stardive since its global release on April 15, 2026, and version 1.2 has changed the game dramatically, enough that I wanted to make an updated review. If you haven't seen my launch review yet, I'll leave a link in the description below, and if you enjoy my content, please leave a like and subscribe. This review is not sponsored. For the most part, my original thoughts on the story, presentation, optimization, performance, and the gacha system still stands. The biggest change is the character progression, which received a major overhaul in version 1.2. In my launch review, my biggest criticism of Mongol Stardive was its character progression. I described it as one of the grindiest systems I had encountered. With the quality of life improvements introduced in version 1.2, much of that grind has been reduced by probably around 70% and possibly even 80%. Several features were added or changed, including a dispatch system that lets you send characters to different regions to collect materials, equipment, and monsterlings for you. This is a major improvement in quality of life. Previously, the main methods of capturing monsterlings were through dimensional rifts or through the overworld. Both are manual processes and can be very time consuming. I remember before we had dispatch, it took me about 2 hours daily to clear all the monsterlings in all regions. After 1 week of daily monsterling grinding, I was starting to feel a bit burnt out. So this dispatch system is a lifesaver. It significantly reduced the time I spent in-game, improved my mental well-being, and made me more likely to keep playing long-term. The developers also removed several frustrating layers of RNG from the gearing system. Previously, crafting shoes involved 4 possible random main stats, each tied to a specific character role. If the shoe's role did not match the character using it, the main stat becomes useless. In version 1.2, the role-based main stat RNG was removed, and shoe main stats are now universal. This reduces the frustration of crafting the wrong shoes and make it easier to focus on rolling the right substats instead. The developers also improved how monsterling combination worked. Previously, combining monsterlings for a mutation only gave the offspring a 30% chance of becoming the mutated monsterling, while the remaining 70% chance resulted in the offspring becoming the same species as one of its parents. In version 1.2, that mutation chance has been increased to 100%. Rarity inheritance has also been improved. Before, combining 2 monsterlings of different rarities could result in one offspring keeping the high rarity or dropping to a lower one. Now the offsprings will always inherit the highest rarity of the 2 parents. These changes greatly reduce player frustration. Some mutated monsterlings require other mutated monsterlings as ingredients, so under the old system, players had to win several layers of RNG just to get the monsterling they wanted. After spending time farming, it was discouraging to see that effort lead to no progress, or even worse, feel like a step backward. That happens to me more than once, and it left me very frustrated, enough that I was so close to quitting. Version 1.2 introduced an alternative way to reroll substats, along with the ability to upgrade their rarity. These changes make it feel much easier to build your ideal monsterling. The update also added higher conquest difficulties, which provide better rewards and more equipment. These stages give players a stronger incentive to keep improving their accounts. Version 1.2 also introduced legendary monsterlings, which function almost like an additional equipment slot. While this does add another layer of RNG, I think the trade-off is worthwhile because it does make the player stronger overall. That extra power helps player progress further in Dimensional Rift and achieve higher score in Legendary Conquest. Legendary monsterlings are not strictly pay to win, although players can buy packs to progress faster. Free-to-play players still have access to all the materials needed to level up their legendary monsterlings. The materials earned from spending stamina in paths or domains are still unchanged and remains relatively low. However, the developers have been generous with bonus stamina through in-game mail or login events. Ideally, I hope in the future updates will improve path. Before these QoL updates, I was hesitant to recommend Mongol Stardive whenever viewers asked if they should play it. I usually describe it as a fun game, but one that is extremely grindy. If someone wanted to reach endgame content but did not have much time to grind, I personally could not fully recommend it. After version 1.2's improvements, that has changed. I can now recommend Mongil more confidently, and I'm looking forward to see how future updates continue to improve the game. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.